Hello guys, welcome once more to this channel. Today I'll be talking about a specimen for your Agric 2023 waec practical. So these are the specimen we have for this year. Yeah, for specimen A we have earthworm, specimen B we have termite, loamy soil, sandy soil, water trough, feed trough, egg handler, and so on to N. So looking at this now, if you see that I don't draw all the diagrams because all the other diagrams are complicated diagrams, and even some that does not have diagram. So these are the one that has diagram, the earthworm and the termite. This is the one I put here for sake of convenience. So let's go. Specimen A we have earthworm. Yeah, and earthworm is a segmented organisms. The segmented organism, that's a cylindrical body. It belongs to the class Annelida and the phylum Anthropoda. And if you see earthworm here, you can see this clitellum. This clitellum make you to be able to differentiate between the anterior and the posterior end. See the segment. You see that it is segmented. It differs from the ascaris lubricants in your stomach. Yeah, that one belongs to the class Nematoda. So if you see this earthworm now, what does this earthworm lives? The earthworm lives in most areas. Yes, most areas. And if you see this, it has a system of closed circulatory system, meaning that it has two openings, one from the anterior and to the posterior end. So this earthworm lives in moist areas and others. So we shall move to specimen B, which is termite. Yes, in this termite we have the antenna. See this guy, we have the antenna. This guy is the antenna. Here we have the antenna. You have the antenna. You have the antenna, the head, the leg, the abdomen, and the thorax. The body of the termite is usually divided into two parts. You have the thorax and the abdomen. You understand? So in this termite we have a cast of termites. We have the workers, the king, the queen, and the soldiers. The work of the workers is to bring food materials down to the colonies. The function of the soldier is to fight against invaders from other colonies. The function of the king is to lie with the queen to produce organisms rather. While the function of the queen is to produce many offspring as possible. So we shall move to specimen C. But before I go that, they might ask us to differentiate between earthworm and termite here. So what are this thing here? For you to be able to differentiate between them, you can say for earthworm has the clitellum is present in earthworm, while it is not in termite. You can say the body of earthworm is divided into three parts, while the body of termite is divided into two parts, which is the head and the thorax and the abdomen. So we shall go to specimen C, which is loamy soil. So looking at this now, the loamy soil contains clay, zinc, and sand particles in fixed amount. You see, this loamy soil is the best soil for agricultural purpose, and it is usually used for gardening, unlike the other type of soil. So in this specimen D we have sandy soil. So this sandy soil contains large amount of sand compared to clay, meaning that it is light, because clay is the particles that make it heavier. So you see the sandy soil now, it is not best for agricultural purpose, but it's also used for agricultural purpose, but loamy soil is the best. So if they ask you to differentiate between C and D, so what are you going to say? You say that this loamy soil is best for they ask you to differentiate between these two. You say the loamy soil has zinc sand in the same amount, while sandy soil has many. It is a mixture. So it has more sand than clay. So the number two differences is that for loamy soil, loamy soil is this thing. Loamy soil has more zinc particles, yes, than sandy soil. Yeah, so we shall move to water trough. Water trough here. Yeah, in this water trough, you see, water trough is used to feed animals, mostly livestock animals. It's used to feed livestock animals, and all the water trough contains water. You understand? And mostly all these chickens and all that. If it's to raise your maybe like all this chicken, so the water trough is to feed, give them is actually a container that you could feed your animals, your livestock with water. So for the sake of feeding, it helps, it reduces the risk of contaminations of the organisms. So that is for E. So we shall go to specimen F, which is feed trough. The feed trough is just like the water trough. It's just to feed organisms, but in this case, it has in this case it's for feeding animals with their food. You know, this one is water, but this one is the food, actual food. Yes, this one is the actual food. So we shall go to specimen G. Specimen G is egg handler. So what is egg handler? Egg handler is a device. It's for testing eggs while they are incubating, to check whether they are variable or not. For eggs to be variable, it must be fertile. You understand? And you know, let's say a chicken egg is growing now, like you can check how maybe you are having maybe low production of eggs, and maybe the eggs are spoiling, and they're getting spoiled. So you can check using this egg handler to know what is wrong with the egg, why it is not bringing good results. So you can check using egg handler. So egg handler minimize lose of eggs, and it increases revenue. You understand? So see, we shall move to specimen H. Specimen H is scope net. This scope net is a type of net used for fishing. So fishing in mostly rivers, and you know, all this scope net is actual, like it's a common type of net. It's for fishing. So we shall go to sugarcane, which is specimen I. Sugarcane is a type of this thing that belongs to the family Pokia. To the family Pokia. The name of the scientific name for sugarcane is Saccharum officinarum. Yes, officinarum. So you see, sugarcane is usually used for production of sugar, yes, and production of rum. So we shall go to specimen J, which is pineapple. So, pineapple has an edible root. That's an edible fruit, rather, an edible fruit. And see, this pineapple contains something called pomolene. This pomolene has this pomolene is a substance that you can use to treat mostly sinusitis. Yes, sinusitis. Like maybe you're having sinusitis, you can use pineapple for the treatment. You understand? You can use pineapple for the treatment. So pineapple, the scientific name for pineapple is Ananias cumosis. Ananias cumosis. So we shall go to ginger now. That's specimen K. So if it's ginger is mostly a flavoring substance, which is mostly common to everybody. So we usually add it to food to increase that taste and for flavoring also. So the scientific name for ginger is Syngepa offinale. So we shall go to specimen L, which is honey. So you see, this honey usually has an acrid taste. Acrid taste is a substitute for sugar, and actually this honey is usually produced from honey bees. You understand? So bees are the one that produces honey. So they can ask you where does honey come from? It usually come from honey bees. Honey bees produce honey. You understand? So we shall move to specimen M, which is sawdust. So if you can see the sawdust. Sawdust is actually a fine particles. Is a waste product from myelin. Yes, for myelin. So if you see this sawdust, it is usually an irritant to the eyes. And this sawdust it poses a high risk to human health because it contains carcinogen, which is very harmful to human being, and it also irritates the eyes. So we have the specimen N, which is the wood shaving. You see, this wood shaving is also a waste product gotten from from wood when they are shaped. If you use something like called scissor, if you use scissor, like they usually like if you are smoothing wood, the waste product you have is what is called wood shavings. And you can see there are similarities between these sawdust and wood shaving. So the similarities that they are both gotten from wood rather. They're both gotten from wood. So the differences is that for sawdust is a fine particles, while wood shaving is not. So if you like this video, you can comment, you can put your comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like my videos. So these are the specimens. So I wish you good luck in your exam, your Agric exam 2023 waec. So I wish you well. So thank you.